Hey everybody, hope everybody is doing good this Friday. Hope everyone's doing well. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope everybody had an awesome week. And I gotta tell you, I have been extremely busy. I don't know if you guys have saw on Facebook. I went and I bought a new thread holder, and I'll show it to you guys real quick. Really nice, love it. It has really helped me a lot with a lot of space. Another thing that I did was, if you see back here, that's actually a big laundry basket with wheels on it. And what I did was, I just put a garbage can over it, and I'm using that so that, I hope you guys can hear me okay. If you guys can hear me, let me know. But I don't see anybody in the chat going, oh my God, I can't hear you. So I think we're good. Okay. So what I did was I put a big garbage can over it, and that has wheels on it. And I have really seemed to like that a lot, because what I'm doing is, like, as I'm embroidering and I need to throw stuff out and everything, I find that a lot handier than having the little small garbage bags that I usually carry with me and stuff like that. So I've been trying to improve my space, trying to make the best of it, and trying to kind of like maximize everything, to get a little better. So yeah, so I've been improving it quite a bit and stuff. So anyway, what are we going to be talking about this Friday and stuff? But before we talk about great gift ideas, great Christmas ideas, I do want to mention, the gift exchange. Don't forget, you're supposed to mail out your gifts. Let me see when. Okay, it's supposed to be in December. I believe it's December 6th or something like that. Hold on, I want to make sure that I have the right date. I have it in here. Yes, December 6th. The gifts get mailed out. Okay, so don't forget. And then we have our show and tell on December 20th. Okay, so that's going to be pretty cool. So I'm going to be upfront with you guys today. I am really tired today. I'm like super duper tired today. I got a huge bulk order, and I have been working nonstop. So it's, and I actually had to stop the machine 1 hour before meeting with you guys, because I was like totally like exhausted. Okay. So just to show you guys what I've been working on, because it's been a lot. I got a lot of order, and I'm not even half done. Okay, because I got so many more to do. Just to show you guys, give you guys a quick peek. I got a bunch of shirts, polo shirts that I have to do. I do have some more behind me here, and I also have some boxes downstairs as well. And of course, we got the supervisor here. And when I stop the machine, he kind of gives me that look, like, like I got a lot of nerve to stop the machines. So yeah, so I've been pretty tired. And it's not good, because I'm kind of like, I want to get this order out. I want to have it delivered by Monday, even though I told the customer I'll have it in about a week. But I'm gonna try to push, because I just want to get it out of the way. Because before you know it, Christmas is coming, and then I'm going to be doing Christmas orders. So this will be my last bulk order for this year. I'm not doing any more bulk orders until January. That is for sure. And this was a really huge order. I still have more boxes downstairs. I bought up 1, 2, 3 boxes of shirts, and then I have more boxes down there. So yeah, it's quite a bit. But I'm pushing it through, and I'll get it done and stuff. So yeah, so I am pretty exhausted. And and I think I may end up, maybe if I do turn the machines back on tomorrow, I'll do it for a little bit. But I don't think it's for much. I do want to show you guys something. I did not bring it in. Give me 1 minute. I want to bring it in real quick. Okay. I'll be right back. Okay, I wanted to show you guys this, okay? As you guys know, let me organize a little bit over here so that I can make some space for it. These here. All right, so I'm gonna put this over here. So as you guys know, I told you guys that I have a girlfriend who is having her first baby, and I'm pretty excited about it. Let me wheel this over here. And a couple of lives ago, you guys watched me do a quilt, right? And well, I will tell you, I finished it. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys the final product, and I also want to show you the little idea of what I did. So what I did was I went to Michael's and I got myself a little basket. Okay, so this is something that can kind of go along with the 2024 Christmas gift. Okay. Oh my God, Mello's like sits. Look where he sits, like right here. Like he thinks there's something in there for him. I swear to God. Nope, not for you. Sorry. So anyway, what I did was I had this blanket, and this was actually my first attempt of hand embroidery. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you something right now. Hand embroidery ain't my thing. Okay, I think I'm gonna stick to machine embroidery. But I'm gonna take this out. Let me take this out so that I can give you guys a close up, because I can put it right back in later. Oh, sorry, Mello. Oh, I wish you had thumbs so you could give that back to me. Hold on. All right, okay, gotta get that back. Sorry, guys. All right, so I wanted to show you guys my first attempt on hand embroidery. What do you have? Did you just take something? What's in your mouth? Okay, hold on. So he got something in his mouth. What do you have? Let it go. Oh, Mellow. Oh, cookie. Okay, so I tell you, Mello is sneaky. You always got to watch him. You know, it's like, oh my goodness gracious. No, you can't have that. All right, so see, look at that. He's right here thinking that he's going to get his cookie back. He's not going to get it back. All right, so this was my first attempt in doing hand embroidery. And I'm going to tell you, it was okay, but I'm going to stick to machine embroidery because it took a lot of work. It took a long time to do. Oh, where is it? So what I did, and I don't know if you guys can. Oh my goodness. You could tell I'm tired. Oh my God. I don't have it together. I'm exhausted. All right. So here we go. So what I did was I hand stitched their last name. Oh my goodness. I hope I'm holding it. I'm not holding it right. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Guys, I'll get it together. There we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. So as you can see, I went and I hand stitched this. Okay. Now, in here, you could kind of tell when I use the pen. So, for me to do it, the way that I did this was I printed out the name, and then I put the name underneath the blanket, and I put a light through it so that way I could see it, and then I just traced it with a pen. And then what I did was I then went and I stitched on the top of the pen marks. Okay, so it came out okay, but I will tell you this: I should not have used a red pen, that's for sure. Okay, I should have used maybe something a little lighter. But I think for the first time of doing hand embroidery, I don't think it was that bad. I think it came out okay. I mean, it's all right. So this is the blanket that I'm using to kind of like line the basket that I got from Michael's. Okay, and what I did was, okay, so this is gonna go inside the basket, and I'm gonna have this kind of like hanging barker, right? And then one of the things that I did was I sewed a couple of birth cloths for her, okay? And this was fabric that I got from Joann's, and they were like, I think they're called Reddits, just the leftover fabric, because it's not a yard, so they can't sell it as a yard. So they have that little thing. So they had like Snoopy, so I like Snoopy. So what I did was I just created little towels, and I ran it through my serger. That's how you see the ends. So I ran it through my serger and stuff like that. So I figured that way she has a couple of birth cloths. So that's going to be in the basket along with this. Let me put this here. I'll put it here, and then I'll put it in I'll put the basket back together later. Then one of the things that I did was I said, you know what? I'm going to make her a mommy sweatshirt, right? So this is also a cute Christmas idea, guys. You know, if you have members in your family that are moms and stuff like that, what I decided to do is I embroidered mama with the different colors for her, right? And then on the sleeve, she has her son's name with the heart. So I kind of liked these colors, right? So I thought this was pretty cute, different, you know. So I was like, all right, so that's gonna be in there as well. Now the thing is also is, you know, I can't make a mama sweatshirt for her and then not give Chris anything, right? Because that's, you know, her husband. So what I did was, Mello, there's nothing here for you. So what I did was I went and I bought another sweatshirt for him, right? And what I'm going to do is, this is the sweatshirt that I got him. I haven't embroidered it yet. I have to get all this done by tomorrow because we are meeting up with them to go to an African circus at 8:00. So yeah, so I'm definitely going to have to put that order on hold so I could finish this basket. You know, it's like, oh God, you know. So anyway, so I think what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to put like a logo on the side, and I'm just going to put dad on there. And then I was thinking that what I can do is on the sleeve, instead of putting Henry, I'll put his son's initials on the sleeve. That's what I'm going to do. So I thought that would be really cute for the father, you know? So, you know, because you can't get, so, you know, it's like the mom always gets everything. Dad's always like you did your job already. You know what I mean? So anyway, so, you know, you want to give him something too. So I figured I could do that. The other thing that I was going to do was, along with the sweatshirt, I made her own mom baseball hat, right, to go with her sweatshirt, right? Now I'm thinking about not giving her this because I ran out of this actual baseball hat, right? So now what I do is I went and I bought more of the baseball hats. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to embroider mom in one and then dad on the other. So that way it's like, you know, they both have their own baseball hat, something like that. You know, mama, dada, or I don't know. I mean, Poppy. I don't. No, I'm not gonna put Poppy. I'll just put dad, and mom. You know, mom and dad. So that way they have mom and dad hats. So I'll embroider that tomorrow along with his sweatshirt. So I got to get those two things done tomorrow when I wake up in the morning. That's for sure. Okay. So now, for the big thing that you guys saw me kind of like mess up on, all right? Let's see that quilt. All right, so this is the quilt that I finally did, and it's done. And this is how it came out. Okay, came out really, really cute. I was able to bind it, but my binding is not perfect. Okay. I binded it with a zigzag stitch, and this kind of like needed to be sewn down. And I used my bobbin thread to be blue, right? And then the top I used white, but you could tell the tension was really off on my machine. So when the tension was off, you could kind of like see the blue coming out on the top of that. But I figured, you know what? It's my first quilt. It's not going to be perfect. And I know she's going to love it anyway. So, you know, because she's probably going to end up seeing these videos and she's probably going to be like, oh my God, you went through a lot of trouble. So I sure did, Sarah. No, I love her. So I would do it all over again. Now, because of this quilt not being kind of perfect, I do want to give her something like super nice. So tomorrow I'm going to take one of my heirloom blankets and I got a really cute design, like a forest design. And I'm going to use that and I'm going to put Henry on it. So I'm going to give her that blanket along with this quilt. So that way in the basket. So she's going to, that way she has both. So, I am going to tell you this. Okay. Now, this was my first quilt. Now, how do I feel about it? I'm going to tell you how I feel about it. At first, when I was putting the squares together, I was kind of like, oh, this is fun. But then I broke the needle, which I know that can happen with anything. But binding this thing, I was looking at so many different videos. And some of you guys have sent me videos on how to bind. I will tell you, I don't think sewing's really my thing. I think I really need to stick to my embroidery machine. Okay, so so I was kind of like, oh boy. Okay, so yeah, but I am gonna do another blanket besides that. And then I had this laptop case, um, you know, and I embroidered this a while back with the name Sarah, and then I was like, wait a minute, and this was for a customer, um, and I did it on purple, and then they changed their mind. They wanted another color after I embroidered it. So when I saw it, I was kind of like, wait a minute, that's Sarah's name. So I figured I'm just gonna throw this in there and give this to her so she can put like her iPad or something in there, that she wants to that maybe she uses for, to keep track of the baby's schedule or whatever, right? So I figured, things to keep the baby stuff. So I figured I was just going to fill this up. I wanted to do some bibs. I know Miss Banks had told me about a website that has like an in the hoop bib, but I'm running out of time. I had so much time and then I started running out, and I really wanted to give this to her tomorrow and stuff. And I just got so much going on that I got a feeling, guys, this is going to be so funny. I think what's going to happen is tomorrow when we go to the circus, I wouldn't be surprised if I fall asleep on that thing. I'm being honest with you. I probably, because I am so tired and I got so much stuff I got to get done that I got a feeling that when we go over there, everybody's going to be, oh, look at the circus. And I'm probably going to be asleep. Okay. But, yeah, and then the other thing is the tickets. This is the thing they don't know, and if they're watching, then I guess they'll know now. But I had went to see a ballet last week, and then I got the same tickets, and I ended up sitting behind the speaker, so I could barely see the ballet. So I'm kind of like, that's great. So I know what's going to happen. They're going to fire me. They're going to be like, she can't get tickets anymore because she gets really bad tickets. But they're front row. But I didn't know there was going to be a speaker in front of me. But hopefully it'll be all right. I'll just take the same seat anyway with the speaker in front because I got a feeling I'm going to fall asleep anyway. I'm just too exhausted. So yeah. So So this order, this bulk order, a lot of them is by Playboy Sports Management, and oh man, it's a lot. It's killing me. It's killing me. But I got 2 boxes down. 1, 2, 3 more to go. So I'm gonna be working. I got a feeling that I'm gonna have to push an all-nighter tonight. I really am. I think I'm gonna have to. So, but that's all right. That's okay. I do what I gotta do. All right. So let me stop blabbing and let's talk about what we were supposed to be talking about today. Okay. I just wanted to show you guys because I know some of you guys were watching me when I was doing the quilting, and you saw I broke the needle and all that good stuff and everything. So I wanted to show you guys what the outcome of that quilt was. So yeah, so I'll be seeing her tomorrow. I still have more stuff that I need to get done to put in that basket. So I told myself I'm going to make sure that when I get up early in the morning that I have to turn off this bulk order, and I have to then, or at least take one machine and process the rest of the stuff that I want to put in her gift basket and stuff. Because the show's at 8:00. Knowing them, they'll probably come early. Maybe they'll probably show up like maybe around 7 or 6, something like that. And then knowing Fred, he'll probably tell them we'll come over earlier so we can have dinner or something. Yeah, I think that's probably what's going to happen. And then that means it's going to cut my time shorter, right? Because I can't just come on and say hi and then stay in here. I have to hang out with her. So, again, I do want to hang out with her because I haven't seen her in a while since since she announced having a baby and stuff. So yeah, so I'm excited about tomorrow, but I'm gonna have to really hustle and get that done. All right, so let's talk about what we were going to talk about today. And today I wanted to talk to you guys about Christmas embroidery gift ideas. Okay, there are so many things that you guys can do. All right, and I want to try to talk to you guys about being pretty frugal this year, because the thing is, everything's going up but the check, right? All the you go to the stores right now and it's like, it's like going, walking out there in a nightmare and stuff. Your buying power is getting smaller and smaller, right? So what I was thinking was, I was like, shoot, all right, so we got holidays coming up, and we're all sewing. We are all sitting in our sewing rooms, in our embroidery rooms, quilting rooms, whatever, right? So what the holidays coming up. So what can we do, right? What can we do so that we can give gifts to our friends and our family, and doesn't have to like cost us an arm and a leg, right? So I wanted to, I started looking around my room and I was thinking, like, what can I do as a gift, right? So let's talk about little simple things, all right? Let's talk about look around your room and look at the pile of fabrics that you have in that room right now. Okay. I am sure that if you are a sewer or a quilter or even an embroiderer, you have a stack of fabrics. Either they're scraps or they're yardage that you bought, stuff like that. There are so many things that you can do with that fabric. And I'm sure that when you went to Joann's or you went to Hobby Lobby or wherever it is that you saw that fabric, I bet you when you picked it up and you put it in your hand, you came out and you said, you know what? I'm going to make this. I'm going to make that. And, and all that stuff. And I bet you it sat on the shelf because you didn't make anything, right? So, or you changed your mind or whatever, right? So what can you do? What can you do with that fabric? Okay. You can make little coin cases. You can make little gift card holders. You can actually take the fabric and you can create picture frames for folks. Okay. For you guys that don't know, look at the picture frames that are right behind me. Okay. You see that the one that I got over here in the black frame, that was given to me by Sandra in Canada. That's a portrait of Mello. And then I have two of the other two. The one in the middle says sewing room. And then I just have another one in the royal blue where I have like a bookcase, right? So you can do that. Okay. You can easily come out and just take a piece of fabric. If you have frames or something like that, embroider a picture. You can personalize it or something like that. And next thing you know, you can put it in a picture frame. And there you go. That's a nice little gift right there. Okay. You can also do little pouches. You could do little coin cases. Excuse me. You could do a makeup bag. All right. So, there's just so many different things you can sew. You can do a key fob. Let's see. There's just so many things. The other thing too is, let's say you have a lot of white, what do you call this, fleece hanging around. Okay. Well, in last year, and I was hoping I was going to be able to do that this year, but I really couldn't. I don't have the time. I really don't. I did the 12 Days of Christmas. Okay. If you guys have not seen that series, I highly recommend that you guys look at it, because those are really, really cute ideas on little Christmas gifts that you could create for your friends and family. Now, one of them, I did this, okay? And this was really super cute. Now, this is made out of fleece, okay? You see a lot of times where people actually take the paper towel, and what they do is they layer several sheets on top of it, and then they go ahead and they embroider on the paper towel, right? That's a great idea. However, though, when I looked at that, I kind of saw it and I was kind of like, what happens when somebody has to really use the paper towel? So what they're going to do is they're going to rip out the part that you embroider, and then they're going to use the rest of the toilet paper, right? Because you got to use it, because that's what it's for, right? So I figured, let's do a toilet, toilet paper cover. Okay, so this is white fleece, and all I did in the back was I added the elastic. So, what you can do, and what I like about this idea is that it's reusable, right? So you can go ahead and you can do this, and there are so many different types of different designs that you can purchase. If you go to Etsy or a lot of websites, and you just look up, little Christmas sayings and everything like that, you can go ahead, just take the fleece, cut it at the same length of your toilet paper, and just add the design on it, and then just put elastic in the back. Okay, or you can do Velcro if you want to do Velcro. And then what I like about this is that when the holidays are over, you can take it off, and then you can just put it in a nice little bag, and then you can just store it for next year. So what I kind of like about this idea is that it's something that you can use all the time. You don't, it's not like a one-time shot, right? You just take the toilet paper, because I've seen people do that. They take the actual toilet paper, and then they layer it, like 5 or 6 of them, and then they actually embroider on the toilet paper. It comes out really cute and everything, but the thing is, like I said, you tear it out, whatever, it's not reusable. I like this idea because all you have to do is just go ahead and just put it around your toilet paper roll, and then you reuse it. You could just reuse it, and then you can do a bunch of different styles and stuff like that, and you can just put it in your bathroom. And the other thing too, if why are we stopping at Christmas, right? Why? I mean, there's this is just fleece. You can put whatever design you want on it, right? You can do a spring design, you can do happy birthday toilet papers, you can do so many different things, right? You can personalize it and stuff like that. You can put little fun sayings on it. You can create actual set like this, like maybe like 5 or 6 of these, put them in a set, you can gift them to a friend, right? And you can say, hey, it's just something fun for you to decorate your bathroom with, or something like that. You know what I mean? So it's a really cute idea, and I really, really like this idea. And I thought, I have it, and I said, let me pull it out and show you guys, just in case, because I really like the idea of reusing this piece over and over again. It doesn't get thrown in the garbage and stuff like that. So I think this is like a really cool idea. Okay. Now also talking along with the embroidery, like, you guys saw, I like to embroider hats and stuff like that. Hats you can pick up very, very inexpensive. Okay. Or if you have a bunch of hats that are laying around and stuff like that you just haven't even embroidered yet, use what you have. Look at the blanks that you have in your room and just utilize it. A lot of times people like hats, and you can put their initial on there, or you can put their favorite character on it. Like right here, I got a little golden doodle on here. If they're a cat lover, get a little picture of a cat, embroider the cat on here, or a little bird or something like that. You know what I mean? And you can really create something really special with the hat. And the other thing too is, like, sometimes if you if the person wants like a little design in the front, and you really want to make it super special, like, for that particular person, a lot of times people, what they'll do is they'll go to the back and they will embroider the person's name on the back of it, or just an initial, or maybe on the side of the hat and stuff like that. So, hats are really great gifts. A lot of people like baseball hats, like, especially in the summertime and in the wintertime too, because I like to wear them a lot, especially when I have a bad hair day. That's when you really see me with the hat on. But these are really, really neat, cute ideas, and stuff like that. So, I am going all over the place and stuff, because I have 5 things that I wanted to talk to you guys about. But the thing is, these are things that I just saw and I grabbed, and I said, hey, we can do this and stuff. But let me go down that list, okay, and show, and so I can talk to you guys about some of the things that went through my mind when I was talking about the Christmas embroidery gifts. Okay. The first thing that I thought about was personalization, right? Everybody loves personalization, because when something has their name, it kind of like is special because it's theirs, right? It's theirs. It's not something that they get to share with anybody and stuff. It's something they can call their own. So anything that you can grab, that if you look around your room, if you have kitchen towels, personalize the kitchen towels. If you have hats, you can personalize the hats. You know, there are just so many things. If the person that you are, you know, gifting is into sports, right? You can go ahead and you can get a golf towel, stuff like that. This is for pickle. I think it's called pickleball, something like that. It's pretty popular now, this pickleball stuff. So what you can do is you can you know, get a sports towel, and you can put like their favorite sports, a picture of their favorite sports on it with their name on it and stuff like that. You can really do so much, right? So, and then the other thing too, if you want to like really do something kind of big for someone in your family, like, you know, I did the heirloom blanket. That's another great personalization gift from my mom. I think some of you guys may have saw that video when I gave my mom the heirloom blanket, and I did the whole family tree on it. Even though I will tell you that took a long time to do. Okay, so if you have the time, highly encourage that, because they really do appreciate that. But I'm going to tell you, it takes a long time to do. It was a lot of hooping with that baby. Okay, so you can do a personalized blanket. You can do you know, clothing. The thing also that I did want to mention, because it was something that I was thinking about when I was doing the mama shirt for my girlfriend and stuff like that. You know, when I was doing the shirt, this, you know, just like this also, nice gift. You know, it doesn't have to be for someone that just became a mom. You know, I mean, if you have aunts, uncles, or, you know, someone in your family that got kids and stuff like that, a sweatshirt with all the kids on the sleeve, they'll love that, because that's really, really special. Now, the thing about clothing, though, I do want to mention with the clothing and stuff. Embroidering on clothing is something that people sometimes don't really think about too often, but it's just something that I just want you guys to think about. Okay. When you are embroidering on clothing, because I know this is something that I often think about whenever I'm doing something for someone, is after I do the embroidery on it, especially when I have something that's pretty big, or, you know, if I'm using like applique or something like that, think about how that design is going to affect the comfort of what the person is going to be wearing. Okay. And the reason why I say that is because there was a picture that had made me laugh, and I think I've mentioned it before. There was a picture of a baby, right? And the baby was wearing a baby onesie, and the it was a cute onesie, and it was such a cute applique, but the baby looked miserable because the onesie had, like, I guess it was very thick cutaway stabilizer, and you could tell that the shirt was like so super, like, you know, it looked like cardboard laying on the baby, you know. So you know, when I saw that, I started laughing, because that's one of the things that I was thinking about was, you know, sometimes we have all these techniques, right, of different types of embroidery. We have the applique, we have the embossing, and some, you know, the 3D, you know, the puff, 3D puff and stuff. And a lot of times, what we really need to think about also is, while these things are great and they're very creative and stuff like that, make sure that when you are doing it on the clothing, that you also take in consideration the wear. Okay. You know, because sometimes what happens is, even though the shirt may look great and everything like that, but it may end up becoming uncomfortable for the person to wear. So we have to be aware of that, you know. um and I understand sometimes customers, they want what they want, but I have had some customers that ask for some crazy stuff, and I will tell you, you know, excuse me, like with applique, sometimes they want some really thick material on the applique of the on top in front of the shirt. But one of the things that I do let them know is, I say, you know, that's pretty tough, that's very thick. I don't know how comfortable that's going to be to wear, right? So I just put that in there, and if they come on, they say, no, I think I'll be fine, I'm like, okay, you know, because you're wearing it, not me, you know. But, you know, and I know me, I am the type of person that I am very particular about very comfortable clothing. Okay, those that know me, like, my sister could tell you, I am like the sweatpants sweatshirt queen. Okay, I do own jeans. Don't wear them often. Okay. I'm not a jean kind of girl, but if I do wear them, they're baggy too. I like comfortable clothing. I really truly do. Okay. You know, to put me in a dress, and I mean, it's like I gotta like you. I really do. I have to really like you to get dressed up to go somewhere. Okay. And I have had girlfriends that have come to me and say, "Hey, Jeanette, what was it? They wanted to go to I think it was the Kentucky Derby or something like that. It was like something with the horses and stuff like that." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." I was going to go in my sweats, okay? But when my girlfriend explained to me that the women wear these big hats and they all wear these fancy dresses, I said, "You know what? Y'all have fun. Send me a picture." Because I was like, "That ain't me." It just ain't going to happen, okay? I'm the type of person that when I go to wineries and stuff, I am comfortable. I like being comfortable. I mean, it's even when I go to work and I'm like, "Oh, God, I gotta wear some slacks. God help me." And as soon as I get home, boy, I take them things off. I just want my sweats. That I'm just like that. That's just I just like to be comfortable. Okay. So when I do embroidery on some of my stuff, a lot of times, I don't like the big words too much in front, even though I will do it sometimes, but it has to be on a shirt that's very, very big on me. I can't have it real tight and stuff like that. And it needs to be comfortable. It really needs to be comfortable. So it's just something to put out there. Okay. Now, once we're in the topic of clothing and stuff like that. Everybody loves the little mama shirts and stuff like that. Don't forget the fathers. Please don't forget the fathers. They're just as important too. That's why I bought Chris his shirt, because I'm going to make sure that I put dad. I'll put a little logo of dad on there, and then I'll put his son's name on his sleeve as well. Fathers like to be very proud of their children as well. So think about them. The other thing also is, sometimes it's not all about shirts. You can embroider sweatpants. All right. You can embroider scarves. You can embroider hats, the little beanies and stuff like that. You can put a little Santa on there and person's initial. We all know about the Santa hats. Okay. I have videos on my channel on how to embroider the Santa hats. People love them. I remember when I went to Florida and with the family, and we spent Christmas. That was really, really sweet. And everybody had a Santa hat. Everybody had a Santa hat with their name on it and stuff. So it was pretty cool. And the thing is, does it have to be a Santa hat too? That's the other thing too. You can take one of these, a baseball hat, and you can embroider a Santa on there. Okay, you can embroider a Santa on a baseball hat. And then what you can do, if you want to do like baseball hats for everybody, in the family, everybody has their own little baseball hat. Do the little Santa on the front and then put their initials on the back or on the side. There you go. So everybody gets their little Santa baseball hat instead of doing the big Santa hats, right? With the red and the white and stuff. And what I kind of like a lot about the baseball hats too is that, if you do a baseball hat with a Santa, they can really wear that very comfortably for a long time. You know what I'm saying? It's like they could wear it for the whole month of December, and they could save it for during the holidays, right? So, because a lot of times people just wear the Santa hats just on Christmas Eve and on Christmas Day, whatever, right? They don't really wear it everywhere. But if you do it on a baseball hat and you just put like a little Santa on here and stuff like that, it's kind of like something that they can kind of wear more often, with wherever they go. So, I kind of like the idea of the Santa baseball hat. And the thing is too, why are we stopping at Santa? Okay, let's get creative now. All right. There's not just Santa. Okay. We got the snowman, Frosty the Snowman. We got reindeers. We got Christmas trees. Okay. You could do a Christmas wreath on here. Okay. So why does it have to be Santa Claus? It doesn't. All right. So I'm just giving you guys, throwing ideas out there. So, you could, this is really cute, and not everybody has to get the same hat. That's the other thing too. If you plan on giving Christmas baseball hats, do one that's Santa, do one that's a reindeer, do one that's a wreath, one that's a snowman. I'm just saying. Okay, so you can be very fashionable. Very, very, very fashionable. Okay, so number one, I had personalization. Now, number two, I had home decor. Okay, now a lot of times you have people that they really love to decorate their homes for the holidays, right? So this was one perfect example of how you can do it. Okay, with the toilet paper, really cute. When people go in the bathroom and they see that you decorated it for the holidays and stuff. You can do pillows. Okay, you guys know. I see Ozzy in the chat and everything. Ozzy did a pillow. He made a couple of pillows in videos, and you can do it for Christmas. You can personalize a pillow for someone as a gift and stuff. Pillows are pretty big. And the other thing too, this is another idea. Okay, and it's something that's going through my mind, and I think I'm going to actually do this for myself. And I was thinking of probably doing it for my mom and stuff. I remember I remember Angelina Jolie, that movie star, whatever, when she married Brad Pitt. She had her wedding veil, and one of the things that she did with the wedding veil was she had all her children draw on it, right? So her wedding veil had drawings of all her children on it. So when I saw that, and I was doing my mom's heirloom blanket, this is just an idea that I'm giving you guys. I thought about curtains. And one of the things that I thought about was, wouldn't it be nice if you had a special room in your home, right? And you can take a curtain, right? It doesn't have to be, maybe 2 panels or just 1 panel or something like that. Or it could be a balance, okay? And then one of the things that you can do is you can embroider all your family's name on that curtain, and you don't even have to stop at the family's names. You can put your friends' names on it and stuff like that. So that curtain can be really, really special, because it can be a curtain where if you're sitting in that room and you see that curtain and you look at all the names, you can think of all those people that are really special in your life, right? So it's just an idea, okay? It's just something that, you can look at it like, and I was thinking about that, and now, or you can, and it could be like your special curtain, right? Or that person's special curtain, where you can put down not just names, you can put down special dates, events, places they visited, special significant happy moments that person had in their life, and you can somehow decorate that curtain, okay? Like for instance, let's say that they took a trip to the DR or something like that, right? You can do the Dominican Republic flag and stuff like that, and then put the year that they went and they visited. The day they got married, the little wedding bells, and put the year that they got married with the groom and the bride's name. When a child was born, you can do like a little baby and then put the child's name with the birth, and all the grandchildren and stuff like that. You can put that all on the curtain, and it could be put in a room where, grandma, grandpa, or you, or whoever it is that you gifted to, it's a curtain they can look at and reflect. And, it's kind of like, they can look back and be so grateful for all those special moments in their life. So it's just something, to think about, because it was something that went through my mind when I made the blanket for my mom, where I had the whole family tree and everything like that. And I was like, it doesn't have to be a blanket, and then think about this also, guys, does it have to be a blanket? Does it have to be a curtain? No, you can do a pillow. You can do a pillowcase. All you have to do is just take blank fabric, put all the names of the children, the family members, or whatever. Make it so personalized to that person that it's theirs. And it's home decor. It's home decor. It's something that they get to hang, or something, a pillow they get to place in a certain room where everybody loves it and they get to look at it and reflect, you know? So there's just so many things that you can do. Okay, so now I talked about a curtain, I talked about a pillow. Well, let's talk about a tablecloth. Okay, wouldn't it be really cool if you created a tablecloth and then at the ring of the tablecloth on the sides, you have family member names hanging down or family members' names all on the tablecloth. Different designs, different things on the tablecloth just to make that tablecloth interesting, right? So that when people sit down at the dinner table, they look down and they see all these little names, and I bet you that's gonna bring up so many memories, you know. So that's another thing. Okay, let's talk about dinner napkins. Okay, dinner napkins are something that I've often have done whenever we have guests over at our house. There have been times when I'll take a dinner napkin and I will just personalize the dinner napkin with the person's name and the date that they had came over to have dinner, and that is something, it's like a little memory for them to take home, little keepsake, you know, of the great night that we had. You know, hopefully nobody fought that night. Let me stop. No. But you know what I mean? It's just little ideas like that. There's so many things you can do to be creative, that you can create gifts for your family and your friends and stuff like that. And I bet you some of the things I mentioned, I bet you probably have something similar at home that you can use to do this with. Okay. So the third one I had was fashion and clothing, and I kind of touched on that already. I talked to you guys about the hats. I talked to you guys about the shirts. You know, there's shirts, sweatshirts, and why stop there? You can embroider a coat if you know, if even if they have an existing coat, right? You know, like if my husband has a coat and you know while he's sleeping, I'll take his coat and I'll embroider it, and as a Christmas gift, he got it embroidered. You know, you don't have to go out buy a new one. Use what's there. You know, sweatshirts, you know, sweatpants. You can embroider socks. You know, dress shirts. Okay, you see a lot of men. Sometimes they have their suits, their dress shirts and stuff, and on the cuffs they have their initials embroidered on it, right? So you know, all right, so money's a little tight, can't buy any new shirts. Well, take a shirt that he has in the closet right now, and all you have to do is just embroider the initials. There goes your Christmas gift right there. Now you got initials on your shirt. You know, you can be creative. That men's ties, I have done that. I've had customers come to me with men's ties, and they ask me to embroider initials on the men's ties. That's another great gift that you can do as well. You know, handkerchiefs, you know, men still use handkerchiefs, women use the handkerchiefs too. You can embroider that. There's so many things in the fashion that you can do. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, accessories, what I talk where there are so many things you can do with accessories as well. You know, look around your sewing room. Got some fabric around that room? Well, you know what? Pull it out, and I'm sure you probably got a zipper somewhere in there, and create a makeup bag. Okay. And if you have an embroidery machine, you can personalize it. If you don't have an embroidery machine, do you have a Cricut machine? Personalize it with vinyl. You know what I'm saying? There's just so many things you can do. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and then also, you know, the fifth thing that I had down here was cards, key fobs. You can do gift bags. You can do gift tags. There's just so many. There's just so many and stuff. I'm telling you, if you cannot come up with something for someone to give for them for Christmas in your sewing room, it's because you just don't want to give them nothing. That's why. That's what I say. Okay. Because there's just so much we can do. Okay. Just a little bag or any little thing. Okay. And stuff. So, you know, there's just so much that you can do. So, you know, I mean, you know, yeah. So let's see the time. I'm exhausted, and I gotta keep these machines going, guys. Oh, it's almost 9 o'clock. Okay, and I gotta keep these machines going. I will tell you though, I have gotten all these shirts done, and I actually ran out of stabilizer. I ran out the stabilizer I was using for this one. I ran out. So I had to order some more, but I do have some cutaway stabilizer, but it's a little more on the expensive side, but that's okay. I'll use it because I got to keep these machines going. Because I do want to get all the polo shirts done. I'm pretty proud of myself though, because I have done all of these shirts. It came out really cute. Really, really cute. Thank you, Fossil. He did the digitizing for me. Yeah, so now I have to package these up. I want to package them up because you guys know that, I like to package things up and give them really neat to the customer and stuff like that. So the ones that I have that are already embroidered, I'm going to package them up individually in their own little plastic, put them in the boxes and stuff like that. I think I have done about 30 already. 30 of them. I think I have about 40 more to go, something like that. And then I also have jackets down there to do too. Okay, so the jackets, I thought the jackets were a smoother material, but when I opened up the bag to show my son, it looked like there was a waffle pattern to it. So I'm gonna have to look at it again. And if I'm kind of like on the fence on that one, I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to create some patches and sew the patches on those. But I'll have to let the customer know that I'm gonna have to go to a plan B and do the patches, because I think that the stitching will sink in that fabric, and it's probably not going to be good, because this design, what concerns me is not so much the outer, but what concerns me is that right here, these are very, very small. Okay, so this is 60 weight thread. The established 19.99, that's done with 60 weight thread. So because it is very, very small, the rest of the embroidery will probably do well. I'll probably put water soluble stabilizer up there, but I have a feeling that it may not last and look good, so it might have to be a patch. So which is fine. I have twill and all that kind of stuff and everything, but I want to finish all these polos first and then focus on the jackets and really sit down and study that material and see what I can do, because those jackets are pretty expensive and I want to make sure that I embroider those correctly and I don't let the customer down and stuff like that. So so I'm gonna have to really look at those jackets and see what's gonna be the best solution. It may not be a straight embroidery, it just may be a patch, which is fine. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, I'll figure it out. I always do. I'll figure it out. My goal is really just to make sure it looks good. Because they're paying big bucks for this order and stuff. I gotta tell you though, bulk orders, if you get bulk orders, very lucrative, very, very lucrative. If I had the whole day off and all I had to do was focus on this order, I probably could have knocked this whole order off in one day, including the jackets. And that's a real good profit, but I had to work today. So, and my work is like, it's like too much. So I had no opportunity to start this order. So as soon as I got off work at 3:00, shut down that laptop, ran upstairs, and I kept these machines going. And I got quite a lot done and stuff. But the thing is, because I have to work on the baby shower, the baby gift, and I'm not done. So I really want to knock that out. I think that's what I should do tonight. So I should do the gift first. Okay, that way that's done, and then I don't have the pressure on me anymore. And then tomorrow when I wake up, if I wake up, because the way I'm feeling, I think I might sleep till like it's probably noon, because I'm exhausted. I'll probably just wake up in time to hang out with Nancy at her live. But so that way I could just finish this order whenever, because I did tell them that it'll probably take like 3 or 4 days. but the thing is, I just want it done. I just want it done. That's the thing. When I get an order, I like to just start it and finish it and get it done and stuff. So yeah, see, Carlito came home. He was supposed to help me with this order too. He didn't do nothing. You believe that? He did nothing. Lazy. I'm telling you. And stuff. Well, I will say this though. He did bring up the boxes. He carried them for me and stuff. And there's quite more boxes that have to come up. But the thing is, I'm running out of space. So I don't like to overcrowd it. So I was like, let's just bring up a couple of the boxes, get those done. Then I'll bring them back down and then bring up the rest and then finish off the order. That's what I'll do and stuff. But I think I finished up quite a bit. I only have a couple left. Well, I got a box and a half left here. Yeah, but I think what I'll have to do is package these up. And once I package these up, put them nicely in the box, then I'll go down, I'll take these downstairs and, finish it. These don't take long to stitch. I will tell you, it's a very simple stitch. This is not complicated. And now that I'm thinking about it, I got another customer coming tomorrow, which I totally forgot about. And it's to do the patches because I did patch for him. Let me show you guys. Oh, I just remembered they're coming at 12, so I better get up early. Oh my God. Yeah. So this is the patch that I worked on. Okay. This is for another customer that's coming tomorrow. The patches are already done. They have heat and bond on them and stuff. This is just a sample. I got the patches downstairs. They're going to be bringing the chairs. And when they bring the chairs, then I will be placing this on their director's chairs. So, so it's 6 of these. And then I know that she mentioned that she's dropping off more shirts for me to do the champion dog on. So, and that champion dog logo does take a while to embroider. I think it takes like 40 minutes to embroider and stuff like that. So I don't know how many shirts she's bringing, but I'm going to have to let her know that's going to have to happen. I'm going to have to work on that order after I'm done with this order. And then I have another order that's coming too. Oh boy. Okay. So I have another order that's coming in next weekend. So yeah. Are the patches made on twill? Looks blue. This is not the patches that I created, Marlene, for the customer is on twill. Okay. This is a sample. I don't use twill for my samples. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because first of all, twill is expensive. Okay. So this is a sample stitch. This is just so that they can see what it looks like. But when it's time for me to actually do the actual patches, I do it on twill. I do it on twill. So yeah, but this is a sample. This is done on regular fabric and stuff. So yeah, that's right. And I got that other order. I got a baby blanket that I have to do and a baby onesie that someone's bringing. Okay. It's a lot. It really is a lot. But I'm not going to complain because business is good. Okay, business is good. And I got a lot of repeat customers because a lot of the customers that are coming, I only got one new customer. And this is a new customer too, that with this bulk order. And, this is a new customer. So, and then the others are repeat customers and stuff. So, yeah, so business is good. I will tell you, it is really, really good. But, I think what it is I have to, I gotta learn to take breaks. That's what I need to do. I need to learn how to take breaks. I haven't been really taking breaks because when I turn on these machines, what I've been doing is I just keep going and going and going. It's like as soon as one of these machines is done, okay, as soon as a garment is done on one of these machines, I just pull it out, put the other one in, and it's constant. It's a constant. It's like an assembly line, right? So it's like I'm hooping, I'm taking it out of the machine, I'm putting it in the machine, I'm cutting the jump stitches, I'm folding them, I'm packaging them, and on and on and on and on and on. And it's just continuous because what I like to do is I don't like to have the machine sit idle at all. Especially when I have a bulk order, I just like it to continue, just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. But the bad part of that is that it's just me. So, hey Mello. So even though you say hi, Mello, okay, you want to say hi, okay. So even though it's just me and Mello, right? It's me and you. Even though Mello, he just looks at me and when I stop, he kind of looks at me like, oh, you're gonna stop working now, right, Mello? You give me that look, you give me that slide eye. Yes, you do. You give me that slide eye. So but I do have to learn how to slow down. That's for sure. I do have to slow down. And it's funny because I've gotten some Christmas orders already. People are starting to purchase their Christmas orders and all that kind of stuff. Look at his tail. He's a happy dog. Oh, now you're not gonna do the tail anymore, Okay. So but I already see that people are starting. So that's why I figured this will be my last bulk order. I know I'm getting the other order tomorrow, but it's not a huge bulk order. Usually it's just like, 3 or 4 shirts. That's about it. They come in small quantities, so I can knock that out. It's not a big deal because I could use one machine for that order and then the other machines for the other orders. So yeah, so you gotta know how to process this kind of stuff and everything. But yeah, I really want to see if I could teach Carnito how to run these machines, but he doesn't really seem to have much of an interest, which is a shame because I'm like, oh, you could do this, dude, but he doesn't. I don't think he wants to, but that's all right. I'm just gonna have to do it. It's my thing anyway, right? So and everything. So I got less than 2 years now to retire. I got like a year and 10 months, guys. A year and 10 months. And I think it was 1 day. Or did the 1 day pass already? Because I'm like so ready. I'm like so ready and stuff. And then I hear on the news about, Trump probably wants to shut down some government offices. I'm not sure. I mean, it's like, whatever, but hey, you want to give me an early out? I'll go. Oh no, look at that. I got 1 year, 9 months, 4 days. No, I'm sorry. 1 year, 9 months, 4 weeks, and 3 days to go. I got my countdown. It's going to be so sweet. It's going to be so sweet. Then I can really relax because that means I can get up and just focus on this job and not have to worry about the other job. So that's going to be like so super cool. So, all right, guys. So I am going to go through the chat and say hi to all you guys and see how you guys are doing and stuff because that's how I do. I see Robin. Hey, Cindy. How you doing? Hey, Eleanor. Eleanor. You guys can tell I'm tired. Margie, Alina, I see Jackie, Nancy, Netta. Hey, Leslie, how are you? Angela and Stitches. Margie, how you doing? Baby Giant. Iris, how you doing? I watched you putting the thread stand together. It was a little funny. Yeah, this thread stand, I will tell you, I love it. In the beginning, trying to get the thread stand together, and if you guys don't know what she is talking about, it's that big white thread stand that I have right here. I am going to tell you, sorry, Mello. I love this thing. This is not really a thread stand, right? I found this on Amazon. It's actually a shoe rack, believe it or not. It's a Lazy Susan shoe rack. And when I saw it and I saw that it was like a Lazy Susan and it turns around and stuff, I was like, oh, I kind of like, I'm going to see about it. So it fits all my big combs. It fits all my small combs, everything. So what I decided to do was I figured I will put, at first I was thinking, should I put it by brand, right? Should I put all my Madeira threads, my Sim threads and all that stuff? But then I said, you know what? I was thinking to myself, Jeanette, people don't care about the brand. When people come to get embroidery, right? What they want to do is they want to say, hey, I want blue, right? So then I was like, okay, so I know this is misplaced. But I was like, okay, so I'm going to put all my blues together. Okay, so that way, now I know why I put it there because I ran out of space here. So I'll just put it right here. But that way, when somebody comes and they want to say, I want blue, and I'll say, okay, well, what blue do you want? I got light blue, I got dark blue, I got royal blue, I got navy blue. I mean, pick a blue, any blue. What blue do you want? Same thing with the reds, okay? I mean, do you want like a little darker red? Do you want a lighter red? Or what kind of yellow do you want? Do you want to look like gold? Do you want like a bright gold? And the same thing with the browns. And then I put all the beiges together and all the pinks, right? Are you looking for a hot pink, light pink, medium pink? Do you want something more on the peach side? So I figured this makes it a lot better. Same thing with the greens. I put all the greens together. I figured this would make it a lot better so that when customers come and they need to pick a color, it's more easier for them to see what's in stock, right? Because before, what I did was I had all of these in like little tubs, right? And the tubs were right underneath the sewing machine. See, so I still have threads in there. Those are the small threads, right? So I had everything listed in tubs. So what ended up happening was when customers are coming and they were saying, well, do you have other reds? And I would go, yeah, but let me pull out the tubs. So I would end up pulling out the tubs and we'd be going through them. Right. So I was kind of like, I mean, it's okay, but I wanted a little more neater. Right. So I figured this fit the bill. It really did. It fit the bill. So I thought doing this really kind of like helped a lot with providing the customer a good look of what we have in stock regarding colors. So I thought this was like really, really great. But putting it together was not that difficult. I had to figure it out in the beginning. So like like she said, if you watch me and stuff like that, you'll see that, I had to bang a lot of it with my hand. I should have just got a palette or something like that. But I just wanted to get it done. And then towards the end, it ended up being that it was taller than me because I'm only 4'11", and this is kind of tall, it's 7. And I was kind of like looking around. I couldn't find a man. I couldn't find Carlito. I couldn't find Fred. Right. So I was just like, okay, great. So I went and I got a step stool and I was able to finish it off. Because, I don't like starting a project and then having to have it half done and then have to wait for somebody to finish it off for me. And, they may be off doing something else. Right. So I was able to get it done by myself. Now, I will tell you this, though. When you are done putting this together, okay, that is the time for you to slide it where you want it to be. Because once you have all your threads and everything on there, it's going to be very difficult for you to move that because this gets heavy. Okay. So, no, not you, Mello. Mello thought I was talking about him. It's not you. Well, even though you are heavy, you 85 pounds. You're a big boy. You are. Okay. So, so this can get pretty heavy and stuff. So when you put it together, make sure you place it where you want it and then fill it with all your good stuff. Because if you need to move it, you're going to have to take everything out and then relocate it and stuff like that. But yeah, it was, it took a little while, but I didn't want to fast forward that video either because I wanted to show you guys a realistic idea of how long it actually took together to put that stand. And at the same time, there were no tools. This literally required no tools. There's no screws, no nothing. So I was just like, oh, I like that idea. So, and at first, I ain't gonna lie to you, when I saw there was no screws and stuff like that, I was like, oh man, this is cheap. It's not gonna hold, it's gonna fall apart. It works. It's very well made. It's very well constructed. But this is actually really called a shoe rack. It's really for shoes. So I guess people buy these and they put them in their closets and they stack up all their shoes on there, which if you really think about it, that's not a bad idea, and stuff. I was kind of like, oh, that's not bad, And then I saw a couple of pictures where people were putting their purses on there and stuff, but I have a lot of tote bags, and the tote bags are kind of big. So I'm like, that wouldn't work for me. Probably work for shoes, but it probably wouldn't work for a bag for me and stuff like that. Because a lot of times my bags are a little bit on the tote side, so it would probably wouldn't fit there and stuff. So let me keep going down. And let's see what else we got out there. So yeah, Iris, it was a challenge. It really was. Hey Peggy, how you doing? Hey Miss Banks, how are you? Hey Jackie, how are you? Hey Nancy Ashley, how you doing? I mailed today. Oh, look at that. Congratulations. She mailed today her large order. 18 bags done. That's the way to do it. Congratulations. You're on a roll. You are on a roll, Marlene. Oh, that's so cool. Cashiva just decided to sit right in front of the TV. That's how they do. Hey, Nancy, how are you? I see my sisters out there. Hey, pretty eyes, how you doing? The blanket looks very good to me. Thank you. My first time quilting, my first time. But I do want to make a heirloom blanket for her and stuff like that. Something else as well. So yeah, I got to do the heirloom blanket. I got to do his sweatshirt and 2 hats. So that's 4 things that I have to embroider and then put everything in the basket. And then I'm going to seal it up with a bow, and then that'll be ready after. And I'm going to do that. Should I do it tonight? I'm kind of really tired. I guess what I'll do is, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get up early in the morning tomorrow. I'm going to go to bed after I talk with you guys. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to get up super early in the morning, make my little trip to Dunkin' Donuts to get my, my little coffee and my bagel with cream cheese. I love their bagel cream cheese. I always get my sesame bagel with cream cheese and coffee and my little coffee. And then that'll give me a little bit of energy. And then I'm just going to turn on the machines, and I'm just going to focus on doing their hats and the shirt and the blanket. Get that out of the way, package that up. Then I'm going to fold the rest of these shirts up and and then I'll turn on the machine, and I will finish the rest of these polos down here. That way, all I have left is the jackets. And then the jackets, I will just do that on Sunday. I'll just do that on Sunday. That's what I'm going to do. So that way, hopefully, I have, we've got a box and a half left. Ooh, this is going to probably take me a while. But if I start super early in the morning, I should be able to get at least most of it done. And then I'll get to relax a little bit before they come. And then we go to the circus. The circus starts at 8:00. So it's going to, we're all going to go. And, and I'm dragging Carlito with us too. And hopefully, I can be a little more relaxed and just enjoy. If not, then I guess while everybody's watching the circus, I'll be asleep, trying to get some rest and stuff like that. Because I have been, it's been crazy today. It's really been crazy because I got up super early, worked, and I got up earlier than normal because I had to produce a report for my boss. So I got up super early because I wanted to make sure that was done, and then work on some documents and stuff. Then I right out of work, come here, start this bulk order, and then we still got construction going on in the house. So the construction guys were supposed to come early this morning, but they got delayed. So they actually came late. They came at around 5. And they were working in the backyard and stuff like that. So yeah, we still got construction going on. It's going to probably not finish till January because we still got to get the electrician to come out and then the inspection to take place as well. So yeah, but my husband seems to be pretty happy with the progress and stuff. I'll have to show you guys what we did back there. We did the pergola with the shade and stuff like that. So he is pretty ecstatic. He's in heaven right now and stuff because he retires in the end of January. So I'm hoping they'll have that done by the end of January because that's his little retirement gift and stuff. I wonder what I'm going to get myself for my retirement gift. I never thought about that. I don't want to do something, but I don't know what I'll do. Um, I don't know. Maybe I'll buy myself another embroidery machine to keep working. Maybe that's what I'll do. I don't know and stuff. I did think about something, but I don't know what I'll do. And you know, we'll see what happens. Hope I make it though. That's for sure. So anyway, yeah, I'm kind of like went off. All right. So okay. Hey Judy, how you doing? Um, Trying to get back in the swing. A little late. That's okay. I made it. You sure did. 40 days until Christmas. Wow, I can't believe. Okay, time is going by fast, and it's true because now we're in the middle of November. Before you know it, Thanksgiving's here. And then and then Christmas. This year flew. It really, really, really flew. So that's gonna be wow. Ooh, excuse me. Hey, I actually believe the mama is going to love no matter how you think it looks. I think so too. Yeah, I mean Sarah is really gonna. I think she's really gonna like the thing, because it's unique. It's not store bought, right? So that is one of the things that I really do love about the things that we do, right? No matter what it is that you do, whatever your craft is, if you do the Cricut or you do sublimation, you do cups or embroidery and stuff like that. It's like when you give a gift, it's like so freaking unique. It's so different. So it's not like, you went to Macy's and got a gift card and stuff like that, and you bought a shirt that probably another 20,000 people wear the same shirt. You know what I'm saying? I really like the uniqueness of it. So I know she's gonna love this, especially the quilt and stuff, because when she sees the videos and stuff, she's gonna see the stuff that I went to get that quilt done. She's probably gonna be like, "Girl, I would have gave up a long time ago. I would have went to the store and just said here." But no, I wanted to do this. I really, really did, and I kind of like the way it came out. And will I do it again? I think I will. Because I'm not gonna lie. Doing that baby quilt, right? What went through my mind was I was like, I could create a quilt for my best spread, and now I'm like thinking about it, and I'm like, I would like to make one for my own, for my own room. You could pick the colors and all that kind of stuff and everything. So now I'm seriously thinking about doing it. Now I ain't gonna lie though, the bigger the quilt, more harder it is to manage under that machine, because you need like a table and stuff like that. So I was even thinking about it. I was like, ooh, if I do a quilt, like I have a queen size bed, right? So if I do it for a queen size bed, I got a feeling I'm gonna have to move my sewing machine probably to the dining room table, just so that I could have that space to lay out the quilt neatly on the table and stuff, because those quilts can get really big, and the bigger it gets, the harder it probably sometimes is to put it underneath the needle of that machine, But quilting is lots of fun. The problem that I have though is the binding. I'm not very good at the binding. Okay, so I haven't really found a technique that I really can duplicate really well. Okay, I know someone sent me one where you just cut the outside, the bottom piece bigger than the inside, and then you just kind of fold it in, and then you fold over. I looked at that, but I was kind of like, it's not. They had some measurements, right? There was some measurements, and she just went off on those measurements so fast. It was like Missouri Star. And she was like, she just said, oh, it's 36, 36, 36, 30, 30, 30. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, how did she calculate those numbers? And then when I looked at my quilt, there was nowhere near the numbers that she had in the video. So I was just like, okay, that method ain't gonna work for me, because I know it'll be a mess, So I was like, okay. And then I did bind it. I created my bind with 2.5 inches. And I sewed the whole thing. You'll see the video. I haven't put it out yet, but because I have the part 2. That didn't work. Okay, so I had to take out the whole binding and I couldn't use 2 inches, so I had to go 4 inches. So, and then I was like thinking, great, I ran out of fabric. I'm gonna have to go to the store and buy fabric so that I can recreate the bind. Thank goodness I didn't have to. I had enough fabric that I was able to do the binding. So that binding on that one is 4 inches, right? So I was just like, oh my God, because I was gonna get to the point where I was just like, you know what? This ain't working. And then I was thinking, could I do bias tape where, it's already folded and then I just sew it on the edge? But then I was like, how am I gonna tie it in the end? I didn't know how that was gonna work either. So the binding is tricky, and I'm just gonna have to figure it out. So the quilting is not that bad. It's just that the binding of the edge, that's where I'm really like a mess. So I'll probably have to call Ms. Banks or something, and reach out to somebody to help me figure that out and stuff, because I was just like once I have it all ready for the binding, that's where I get stuck, and I was like, oh great. And then that binding is not at all perfect, but and I did zigzag stitch, okay, because it's some of the binding I see that they do a straight stitch and they say stitch in the ditch. Well, I'll tell you what, when I stitched in the ditch, that binding was coming right apart. So I was just like, this ain't gonna work. So I said, all right, zigzag stitch, where it stitched the blanket and the binding, and I knew it was gonna stay. So that's how I did it. Okay. Stitch in the ditch, that stitch in the ditch concept, it wasn't working for me. It just was not working for me. It just, maybe I don't understand it, or maybe I'm stitching it wrong. I don't know, but it just wasn't working. So I just said, forget it. We're doing zigzag. So zigzag worked. And then you could see that the bottom bobbin thread showing up on the top. So I said, oh, it's blue. It's a blue blanket anyway. It's fine. I'm just going to enjoy the mistake and let it roll. That's what I did. So it worked. Let's see. Give yourself a break. It's really special. Aw. I gotta give it a break. I really do. Daddy gotta have a sweatshirt also. Yeah, I do. So this is gonna be for Chris. And you know what's so funny was I didn't want to do like a regular sweatshirt for him. So when I was looking for shirts for him, I decided on this one because I think men like this. They like this the zip, right? So I figured that's pretty cool. And then what I'll do is like right here, I don't know. I'll come up with that. I was just gonna put dad, but now that I'm talking to you guys, I'm like thinking I should put super dad or awesome dad or something like that, right? Like something like really super cool. I think he would like that. So I'm gonna look for some sayings and stuff like that. But I think this is a cute shirt. I got it super big, so that way it's nice and comfortable for him. And then I am going to put his son's name on the sleeve as well. So that way, just like his wife, he has his son's name. Now, I don't think I'm going to put a heart because heart's more for a girly thing, or maybe I could put like that's my boy or something like that, or I was just going to put Henry. I'll figure something out. I'll maybe I could find a design or something that's a little manly, I don't want to put something so, girly or anything like that on there. So if you guys have ideas, let me know and stuff. But I do want to put his son's name on the sleeve, but I want to add something else to it. But, I just don't want it to be girly and stuff because I want it to be something that he can actually wear. And then what's so cool too is the hat. The hat actually matches, so he has like a whole outfit. So whatever I put on here says super dad, I'm gonna make sure that I have it on the hat as well, so that way it looks pretty cool. But yeah, so he's gonna have his own shirt and stuff, so I got make sure because dads always get left out. They kind of do. It's like it's always all about the mom and stuff like that. But it should be about the mom. We're the one that carrying the kid. But and they did have something to do with it. Even though I don't think it was as much, hard as the girl. But that's okay. So anyway, I want to do something for him too. I don't want to just let it be all her and stuff. I want him to feel just as special. So I figured doing that. And I really wanted to do a baby onesie, and I don't know if I'm gonna have the time. So yeah, so I don't know. We'll see, because it would have been really cool if I could do the baby onesie, but the time's just not there. And I'm thinking too, now that I'm rethinking this whole thing, what I should do is I should just focus on completing the basket tomorrow morning. Forget the bulk order. I did tell them that it was going to be 3 or 4 days. If it falls into Sunday, I'll do as much as I possibly can on Sunday. Sorry. Okay, I touched something. I don't know what I touched. I touched something. Oh my goodness. Oh, a put. Yeah, I like that idea. Robin said put a footprint. Love that idea. I'm gonna do that. I am going to do that. I like that idea. Thank you, Robin. I don't know why I didn't think about that, because I do it on the baseballs. So, and I have a footprint. So I'll probably do that. I'll put maybe 2 footprints and put Henry on the sleeve. Great idea. I like that idea. I'm definitely gonna do that. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So so let's see. Let me go down. I don't know if I skipped around and everything because I touched something and my screen kind of went this way, and I'm exhausted. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I think I moved up a little bit. Because I always like to. Hey, JLC Crafts, how you doing? Aw. I love everything you made. I know they will love and appreciate everything. Thanks, Miss Banks. Hey, Erica, how you doing? Let's see. I want to make sure that. Hi, Beth. How you doing? Hey, Ozzy. Oh, baby daddy can wear for future babies too. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do that though. I think I'll just do that, or maybe I should do daddy. I think daddy, maybe. I don't know. And maybe I should do a footprint on the hat too. That would be pretty cool. You know? Yeah, but I like the idea of the footprint and stuff. Oh, Ozzy said he made a Christmas stocking using scrap fabric, then bordered them. That's pretty cool. There's just so many things to do. And you know what I really encourage you guys to do also is because money's a little tight. It's like everything's getting expensive and everything. Look around your room. I highly recommend that. Look around your sewing room and stuff. If you have fabrics, because that's what I'm going to be doing, okay? I'm going to be using my scrap fabrics. I'm going to be doing, I'm going to look around and I'm going to use what I have. And I told myself, Jeanette, you are not buying anything until next year. You're going to, even on my Etsy sales, I'm going to sell what I have in stock. Okay. Anything, if I run out, I ran out. I'm not buying new. I'm done. Okay. I'm just going to use what I have in stock because I don't want to, I just don't want to go overboard and stuff like that, Oh, I took my husband's MTA shirts, cut them out, and made a memorable quilt with them. And a lot of people do that, Iris. They take t-shirts and all that stuff. I still have my dad's shirts. I wanted to do memory pillows with my dash shirts, but I have to admit I don't think I'm ready to do it because I tried once, but when I went to cut my dash shirt, it bothered me. So I just didn't cut it and I just put it back, it just I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'll know when I'm ready. And this is the other thing too. It's my dash shirt. So I'm like, I think I need to practice on fresh shirts first because what goes through my mind is I don't want to take my father's shirt and then I mess it up and I'm gonna be really freaking upset because that's my dad's shirt. And it's not like I could go get another dash shirt. Even though my mom, she gave me a big bag of my dad's shirts, but I gotta be honest, I don't want to ruin not one of those shirts because that's all my dad's shirts. So it's like it's special. You know what I mean? It's like that's something that you can't replace. And I kind of feel like that like with my dad's car. Like me and Nancy got my father had two cars, right? So Nancy got one, I got one. And I have the car and it's like I'm so like particular about that car. It's like I don't want nobody touching it. It's like it's got to be spotless. When I drive, and it's really funny because like my car is more expensive than my dad's, because I have a Tesla Model X, and I will park my car anywhere, right? It's like I'm fine, but when it comes to my father's car, I will park that all the way to the other side where there's no cars. And I don't care. I don't want no one near me because I don't want not one ding in that car. Now, I know that it's a little excessive because it's just a car. I got that. It is just a car. But the thing is, it's my dad's car. So it's like, it's like, no. So I'm very particular about it. It's like, you could probably crash the Tesla and I'll just be like, all right, whatever. I'll go get another one, right? But my father's car, I'll be like, I can't get another dad's car because that was his car. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so I still am pretty I guess it is like he passed more than a year ago, and I'm still very particular about it. So it's like I took the shirts out and and I folded it out and I watched the video like 5 times and stuff. But when I took the scissor and I went to cut this shirt, I just couldn't cut it. So I just ended up taking the shirt, folding it back and putting it in the bag and put it back in my closet. So, I think what I'll do is I'm going to wait till Fred retires, because when Fred retires, he has a lot of dress shirts like my dad. So I'll use his shirts because he doesn't need them anymore. He's retired. He's not going to be going to work anymore. So I'll cut up his shirts and I'll practice on his shirts. And once I'm really, really good, then I'll do it on my dad's shirts, because then I know I'm not going to mess up, because I should know by now how to do the shirts and stuff. But yeah, so that's what I plan on doing and stuff. Thanks, Ozzy. You got great ideas too, because I love your videos. Oh yes, guys, if you guys like today's video, please give me a thumbs up. I know I kind of rambled on a lot and stuff, and I know I'm pretty tired and stuff like that, but I really wanted to share with you guys the basket and the quilt, because you guys saw I was trying to sew that quilt and stuff, and it's a challenge, but I did it. Because how I tell you guys, don't quit. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna mess up. Fabric is fabric, and this is the second time that I bought that fabric, because the first batch of the quilt material, the Chanel patches, I got that with my sister at the sewing and quilt show, and then I messed it up. Remember, I broke the needle and I couldn't find it and stuff. So then I had to go online and purchase another set. This is the second one. So, but that's okay. Lesson learned, right? Because that's what happens. You make mistakes and you keep going. You can't just give up and stuff. Are they made of twill? They are actually, looks blue. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, Marlene. Okay, I don't know what you're talking. If this is not. If you're talking about this, this is not on twill. I did actually make the final product on twill, and they are embroidered on top. Okay. If you're talking about the patches used on the quilt, that is Chanel. That's Chanel. Chanel quilting patches. That's what that is. Okay. Let me see. Erica's going, hello. And Erica's going to have a birthday next week and stuff. My little Q buddy and stuff. Me and Erica sit right next to each other at work and stuff. It's terrible too because we talk too much. But yeah, birthday, I believe it's next week, isn't it? I got it on my calendar. I think it is. Yes, it is. I think her birthday is, I think it's the 23rd, 26th, something like that. I know it's at the end of March. I mean, sorry. See, I'm tired. End of November. So somebody's gonna have birthday. Let's see. Let's see. Just here a bit, not feeling well with allergies. Oh no. Yep, allergies. They get you. We'll get better, Jenny. Let's see. Going in there. Hey Bob, how you doing? I see Bob out there. Hey Pearl, how are you? Hey Miss McFake, how you doing? Oh, if you can pay it off, buy another machine, would be like buying back time. Yep, and delegate to your little robot elves. I do plan on getting more machines. That's for sure. I am. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna need 2 more because of the bulk that I'm getting, the orders and stuff. You will need one of those sewing cabinets like the one I purchased at. Oh, Danielle, I would love that. I need the space though, but I am still trying to organize and stuff like that and get my space more organized, much better. Yeah, I mean, I was so jelly when you got that sewing table. Oh my God. Her table was beautiful. And then Danielle got it 50% off. She got it half price because she waited till they were packing. Oh my God, when she bought that thing, she put that in her car so fast. It was like, man, I couldn't even see the box. Let's see. Really like the idea of making the toilet paper covers. Oh, thanks. Yeah, because I mean, you get to reuse them. That's what I like about this. You get to reuse them all the time. Hey Carol, how you doing? Let's see. Oh, Jeanette, my prior question was, what hoop do you use on the sleeve of the sweatshirt? I actually use a sleeve hoop. And hold on, I'll show you right now what it looks like. Nope, that's not it. Hold on, I'm looking. Here it is. All right, I'm getting it for you. All right. Okay, this is the hoop I use. Okay, this is an actual sleeve hoop. And if you get one of these, I highly recommend that you get the backing as well. Okay. The reason why you should get the backing is because, and I think I have a video that in the channel of embroidering the sleeves. I think I did that. If not, I'm going to look tonight. And if I don't, then I will make sure that I pull the camera out to show you guys how I do this. But this is the 9x3. Okay. And this is what I use for the sleeves. You want to make sure that you get the backing holding as well, okay? Because what happens is when you are sliding this into the sleeve, the stabilizer is going to slip. All right, so you're going to need something to hold that stabilizer as you insert the bottom of the hoop into the sleeve, so you don't want it sliding all over the place. Once you have put this in the bottom and this inside the sleeve and you have snapped on the top, you got to make sure you remove this because you don't want to damage your machine. Okay, so yeah, so but this is what I use, the 9x3. Okay, that's what I use for the sleeves. So my PJs with my embroidered initials, and now I'm going to give it to Chris. Yeah, you see? And that's another, you know what? I'm glad that you mentioned that. Pajamas. Okay. You can do pajamas with initials on it. That's always a big hit. Hey Rita, how you doing? And look at that. McFake is saying, cosmetic bags. And stuff. Sorry about your dad. Yeah. I wear the sweaters. I embroidered my dad's monogram, even with his initials. Yeah, and it's funny because a lot of times, people say, "Oh, in time it gets a little easier." It does, but it's still bothers, and it's really funny. It's like you'll always have that empty hole in your heart. You always will. I will say this though, and I share this with my sister. My biggest regret, it's like a regret, but then at the same time it's kind of not a regret. I live far away from my family. I really don't have family close to me. It's just really Fred and my son, and the rest of the family, they're all close, so they have a lot of opportunities of building memories together, right? Like they having regular dinners and all that kind of stuff. Unfortunately, I don't have that. So when, at work, people would always be like, "Oh, where are you going for the holidays?" And I would be like, working, because I don't have nowhere to go. So like Thanksgiving, Christmas and stuff, I spend a lot of those holidays by myself. Because a lot of times, I just don't have the time to go, because my career, had really took took a lot of my time and stuff. So I did go home as much as I possibly could. I really do wish that I had spent more time with my family. Like right now it's my mom. My sister, is with her every week. And one of the things is like, my mom could be a pain in the ass, believe me, that old lady, but we love her to death, right? But the thing is, Nancy has memories, and I really kind of don't. Because when I visit, it's really kind of like short, and that's why, in a way, I'm kind of really looking forward to retiring, because when I retire, I have a very strong feeling that probably what I'll do is I'll probably like pack up maybe like one or two of these machines, and I'll probably drive that sucker right down Florida. And I hope to probably stay with my mom for like a month or two and be able to build some memories with her, because right now it's just like memories of visits. Yeah, so it's just weird. And when my dad passed, even though me and him spoke a lot on the phone, I kind of wish I was there more. I really do. I'm just something that goes through my mind. So yeah. But let's see. Do you place it on the machine via the neck of the sleeve? What Okay, when you place it on the machine, I have the video. Marlene, I do have the video. If I don't, I will create one tomorrow, okay, and show you. The way that it goes is this part, you always want to make sure this is the part that's facing you, is facing away from the machine. You don't want this inside the machine, okay? So always look at the this part, okay? I actually go from inside the neck, and then I put this down into the sleeve where I want it. When I am embroidering this, hold on, I want to snap it shut, but I want to make sure I don't get my fingers because, oh, sorry guys, because this is magnetic and it has snagged my fingers before, and I'll tell you what, you see stars, you really do. But I do, how do I put it in? Yes, I do. I go through the neck, and then I put it in through the arm and stuff like that. That's how I kind of do it. Uh, out of felt. You can. Okay, I see someone in there. Let's see. It doesn't get easier. Yeah. Sad moments. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah. Sometimes I thought it did, and it doesn't. You still get kind of teary eyes, stuff like that. I have a little teddy bear with his voice on it. And you know what was something too? I found a memory card, right? And I was going to actually blank it out. And on the memory card, one of the things that I did was I said, let me see what's on here, right? So when I looked on it, it was actually pictures of when I went on Disney cruise with Carlito when he was little, and my mom and dad came, and I found videos of my dad playing with my son, and that was really touching seeing that. And then I got to see my aunt who had also passed, and they were all playing dominoes. So Puerto Ricans, we love playing dominoes and everything. And they were teaching, my son was helping my aunt play dominoes. And then in one of my son remembers that day because he says, oh, that's when Titi Maria got mad, and because she was losing, and she put the domino in her pocket, so everybody was looking for the missing domino, and she had it in her pocket all the time. So it was kind of funny because Titi Maria, boy, she loved her dominoes, boy, she lost, she got mad. So yeah, but it was nice to see the video and all that kind of stuff. So it was just weird. So anyway, but I'm just so glad that I didn't do an erase, and I actually took the time to see what's on here anyway. And then I saw all those pictures, so I was able to save all those pictures, the videos, and then redo the thing. Yeah. So oh yeah, and if you guys don't know, Nancy she's revealing her second album. Okay, so you guys that don't know, that's my sister. That's her channel, Gifts HQ, and she does her lives every Saturday at noon. So tomorrow she's going to be revealing the second album. She has the first album. She has volume 1, which I have in the car, and I sing it all the time when I'm driving. And now she's going to reveal volume 2. So I am really looking forward to that. I will be there to listen to all the songs and stuff like that. I did get a little preview when she came for the Sewing Quilt show. She shared some of the songs, and I thought they were like so super cool. So yeah, so that's going to be pretty cool. So anyway, I think I am at the bottom of the chat, and it is about 10 o'clock, and I'm going to call it the night, guys, because I know sometimes I go a little longer, but I'm tired. I'm really, really tired. And I think I already got my agenda. I'm actually going to shut this place down because I'm exhausted. I just can't do it anymore. So I'm going to put on my pajamas. I'm going to hit the sack and relax. And then tomorrow morning, hit Dunkin' Donuts and grab my bagel and my coffee and finish the baby gift and try to do some more of this order and then keep it going because boof. And I do have more videos that I'm going to be posting. I have been scheduling them. Okay, I've been scheduling them because that way as I edit them and everything, because I have been videotaping. It's just that I haven't had the time to get them off the camera and put them into and edit them to put them on the channel. But I did the quilting part 1. I got quilting part 2. I have to transfer that off the camera onto the computer so I can edit that. And then also I do have how I made those birth cloths, because I figured I would share that with you guys as well and stuff. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, whatever I don't finish for the baby basket, you know what, it is what it is. When I get to it, the baby doesn't get born till February anyway. So he's still cooking. So when he's done cooking and he pops out, then I'll do the baby onesies and all that other stuff, and get her more stuff. So yeah. So guys, I am gonna call it tonight, because I'm tired. I'm really, really tired. I need to rest, so that way I can get up in the morning and get my energy back and keep going. So I will talk to you guys later. And guys, I hope you liked the video. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And I hope that you really liked some of the ideas that I shared with you guys. And yeah, so keep on crafting, keep on sewing, keep on embroidering, keep doing what you're doing. And have a great week and a great weekend, everyone. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.